बैटरी का सिंबल है क्या? बैटरी का कोई आप बताइए इधर आइए।
हमें आइडिया पूरा घुमा दीजिए
हैं?
पूरा घुमा दीजिए भाई देखो बैटरी नहीं पता तुरंत मना करो दूसरी मंगो
है बैटरी 321 मिनट।
20 मिनट है।
I would like to extend my gratitude towards our beloved editor, who is always
है बंद क्यों?
giving support for the cause of the innovation. Since last 15 years, he is always advocating about innovation. The time when innovation, startup, entrepreneurship was not so common. So I salute for his
लो इनको टूक रही है। लो तो ये बैठे हैं।
जो उन्होंने आज से 15 साल पहले दे रखा है। I also extend my gratitude towards Chairman sir.
इसको थोड़ा आगे करिए, इसको आगे
He has
करिए।
given message during the establishment of the government that his team and his appeal
अंशुल भाई देखो ठीक है ना?
the student to
सर की वजह से नहीं आ रहा है।
be job giver
हैं?
instead of job giver.
कैसे हो?
काम पे चल रहे हैं। सबसे बड़ी प्रेरणा हमारे चेयरमैन साहब हैं। अभी रिसेंटली उनकी एक बायोग्राफी लॉन्च हुई है, जुनून,
सही है।
जहाँ पे मालूम चला मुझे
परफेक्ट है ना?
13 साल की उम्र में 5 रुपए लेकर के वो किसी कुछ बड़ा करने में जुनून से अपने घर से बाहर निकले
मेरे को
और इतना बड़ा इम्पैक्ट उन्होंने बिना किसी बैकअप के अपने मेहनत से अपने इनोवेटिव आइडिया से अचीव किया। मुझे लगता है कि उस समय उतना बड़ा एंटरप्रेन्योर उतना बड़ा स्टार्टअप डेवलप करने के लिए एक सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज हुआ करती थी एनर्जी, तभी आप और बड़े होता और उन्होंने क्या इनोवेट किया, उन्होंने एथिक्स के साथ बिजनेस किया और इतना बड़ा एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप तो in order to create a buzzword around innovation, we are doing some efforts in terms of we have established the Institute Innovation Council that is the initiation of MHRD of South India. We also have IEEE student chapter in PS department. We are conducting several student clubs to do activities around innovation. We are doing hackathon. We are encouraging students to participate in Smart India hackathon. Last time 6 teams were participating. So it started. We are also have a team of technical training as well as soft skill training to develop them into employable, to develop them to be entrepreneurs. We are also establishing incubation lab. Yesterday, editor has given permission to allot 3-story building all for incubation lab. So we are expecting 10 startups in this year from our institute. That is, the main thing was innovative setup. अब मेरे हिसाब से मैं एकदम सीधी बात कहूँगा कि चैलेंजेस और अपॉर्चुनिटीज क्या है। मेरी बात यहाँ पर रिसर्च स्कॉलर्स के पास जा रही है, फैकल्टीज के पास जा रही है और स्टूडेंट के पास जा रही है। फैकल्टीज के थ्रू जाएगी या रिकॉर्डिंग के थ्रू जाएगी। तो कुछ बात मैं कहना चाहूँगा। मेरे हिसाब से सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज इनोवेशन में है इनोवेटिव माइंड सेटअप। ये माइंड सेट आप फैकल्टीज के थ्रू ही डेवलप हो सकता है। आप अपनी पढ़ाई के साथ साथ अगर आप इनोवेटिव माइंड सेट को डेवलप करने की कोशिश करेंगे, क्या है इनोवेशन बनाएंगे, स्टार्टअप को प्रोक्योर करते हैं, मेंटरशिप करते हैं और 8 से 10 यूनिकॉर्न बन चुके हैं वहाँ पर। यूनिकॉर्न का मतलब हो गया $1 बिलियन, $1 बिलियन मतलब अराउंड 83 अरब का सेटअप। जो मेंटर होते हैं उनको 0.05%, 1% का शेयर रहता है। तो जो यूनिकॉर्न बन गए, अगर 1% का सेटअप है तो 83 करोड़ तो उसके बाद तो आप मेंटर बन करके क्या अचीव कर सकते हो, इस डायरेक्शन में आप सोचिए और मेहनत कीजिए, मेंटरशिप करिए। तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है माइंडसेट डेवलप करना। दूसरा चैलेंज मुझे दिखता है कि पेरेंट्स जो वो इस माइंडसेट से देखते हैं कि जाएंगे आप और 4 साल बाद पढ़ के निकलेंगे और जॉब करेंगे। तो कहीं ना कहीं आपको उनको भी कन्विंस करना पड़ेगा, उनसे भी कनेक्टेड रहना पड़ेगा कि आपको एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप को क्यों बढ़ावा दें। एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप और स्टार्टअप और इनोवेशन की बात इतनी सारी क्यों हो? प्रोफेसर चंद्रमोहन सर जी ने ये भी बोला था कि एम्प्लॉयमेंट अगर क्रिएट करना है, नंबर 1 इकोनॉमी यूएस है, वहां पर मैक्सिमम जॉब क्रिएट हो रही है थ्रू स्टार्टअप, थ्रू एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप। सरकारी जॉब के चक्कर में नहीं है, उसका सपना देख करके 8-10 साल नहीं खराब कर रहे हैं, इसलिए वो लोग नंबर 1 इकोनॉमी। इसलिए सारी बातें हो रही हैं कि इनोवेशन, स्टार्टअप, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप। तो मेरी रिक्वेस्ट रहेगी कि आप इस चैलेंज को आपके थ्रू मीट आउट किया जा सकता है और हमारे बच्चों को स्टार्टअप के लिए इंस्पायर किया जा सकता है और इनोवेटिव माइंड के लिए डेवलप किया। इनोवेशन क्या है, कुछ ये शायद कल नहीं बोला गया। अभी तक सब लोग ये मान के चल रहे हैं कि इनोवेशन हम जानते हैं, हम जानते हैं, यहाँ सब लोग जानते हैं। कुछ बच्चे हैं, कुछ बच्चों को सुना ही पड़ेगा, मालूम चलेगा कि इनोवेशन क्या है। तो मेरे हिसाब से इनोवेशन क्या है, एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल है कि तब सबसे पहले बल्ब का आविष्कार हुआ था, तो वो इन्वेंशन था। धीरे धीरे उसमें सुधार होता रहा, वो LED बल्ब के फॉर्म में आया। तो आज हम एफिशिएंसी भी, पावर सेव में भी एफिशिएंट हो रहे हैं, 80% तक पावर सेव कर रहे हैं और रोशनी भी ज़्यादा दे रहे हैं। तो ये इनोवेशन है। किसी भी प्रोसेस में, किसी भी सेटअप में, किसी भी सिस्टम में कोई भी इम्प्रूवमेंट करना ही इनोवेशन है। कल एक फुटबॉल का मैच देख रहा था मैं, तो उसमें गोलकीपर बॉक्स से उठा था, तो जिधर भी एक्शन करो तुरंत पहले पहुंच जाता था। तो इनोवेशन क्या किया, जिसको शॉट मारना था, पेनल्टी शूट आउट मिला था, तो उसने राइट लेग से शॉट मारा राइट डायरेक्शन में, लेकिन फुटबॉल का टच नहीं किया। वो पैर जब वापस आया तो लेफ्ट मारा, तब तक गोलकीपर राइट साइड कूद चुका है। तो ये भी इनोवेशन है कि आप प्रोसेस को चेंज करो जिससे कुछ बेनिफिट हो। अगर आपको सीधे जाना है तो आप क्या करें, सीधे चल देते हो। आप घूम करके भी पीछे चलोगे तो भी सीधे जा सकते हो। ये भी इनोवेशन है, लेकिन इसका फायदा कम है, नुकसान ज्यादा है। तो इनोवेशन ऐसा हो जो सिस्टम में हम चेंज करें और उसका बेनिफिट हो, तो वो इनोवेशन है। और प्रोफेसर चंद्रमोहन जी ने एक बात और बोली थी कि इनोवेशन करने के लिए आपको बीटेक, MBA, BBA, BCA करने की जरूरत नहीं, सिर्फ इनोवेटिव माइंड सेट होना चाहिए। उन्होंने ये भी अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर किया कि जब उन्होंने गांव के किसानों के साथ जमीनी लेवल पे बात की तो मालूम चला कि हजारों इनोवेशन ऑलरेडी किसान कर चुके हैं। वो BBA, BCA, MBA और M.Tech, B.Tech नहीं थे, उसको डॉक्यूमेंटाइज किया। तो इनोवेशन माइंडसेट बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है और उसके लिए उन्होंने कहा था कि आपको ये एबिलिटी डेवलप करो कि हाउ और व्हाट, आप हर चीज पे क्वेश्चन करो। आप जो पढ़ रहे हो उसको अपने सराउंडिंग में किसी भी प्रॉब्लम को आइडेंटिफाई करके उसमें अप्लाई करने की कोशिश करो, तो वो सब इनोवेटिव हो जाए और उसी में से कोई स्टार्टअप क्रिएट होगा और उसी में से कोई यूनिकॉर्न बनेगा। तो आप लोग से रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप लोग थैंक यू।
Thank you, Director Sir, for your inspiring words. I am sure these words will help our students and our faculty members to inculcate new qualities and new ideas. As we all know that an idea can blossom into new business, a new startup. I would now like to invite our special guest, Professor Academicians, sir, to please come up on stage and say a few words.
Good morning, everybody. The directors are making instruction here. Nobody has defined what is innovation. So let us define innovation. Innovation has come from a word called innovate. In Latin, innovate means to redesign. Or innovate means to have a better solution, create a new solution. And this should not be related to only product. Any method, any service, any technology which can be innovated, we call it as innovate. But one line has to be added. This innovation should be of use to public. ऐसा नहीं है जैसे चंद्रमोहन जी कहे कि किसानों ने बहुत इनोवेशन किया and we are documenting this. किसी को नहीं क्या क्या? So it is not known to everybody and one cannot use it. It's not going to serve any purpose. So any innovation should be able to create wealth. Then we will call it as a real innovation. दूसरा, can we define a future? We define कर सकता है future? No. So uncertainty is a future. Everything is going to be uncertain in future. We don't know what is going to happen. But the innovation should be defined or created keeping future in mind. Because any innovation, Thomas Edison creating a bulb that never thought that he is going to use it. The invention has come. Redefinition of this invention is for future only. Whatever we are going to innovate today will not be used tomorrow. Right? Who invented the telephone? Anybody? And who invented the wireless communication? Marketing. As history says. But the first man to invent the wireless telecommunication was Academicians. But he has never thought of mobile, that it will be. And would you call this mobile as invention or innovations? And cellular phone, and then the smartphone. So, you know that all the inventions cannot be patented. Cellular technology has not been able to be patented. So, any invention which has never been thought of can be patented. So there is always a condition. So real definition of innovation is to renovate, to redesign the process, etc., if it has already existing. And if it is not existing, it is for the first time when it will become an invention. Second thing, it is a suggestion from the people that anybody who is going to innovate or think of innovation should keep future in mind. Because innovations are going to redesign your future about which you are still unknown. So keeping your future safe, trying to keep it. We are trying to keep our future safe, more useful. Or you can think that by innovation, we are redesigning, trying to redesign our future. कैसा होगा? Okay. There is a saying on the board. There is always a way to do it better. If I am presenting a lecture today, I can do it in a better way tomorrow. So, our sector say, it's always a possibility to innovate. Please do it, find it. You have to shift it. When we call an innovation to be happening, there are real possibilities of innovation being happening. Can you tell me when an innovation will happen? If you improve onto something which exists, which is not obvious, which has already been invented, or if I am able to convert my knowledge to wealth by innovation, right? There is no money, no innovation, no innovation. Why we shouldn't do it? आराम से बैठे हैं, तनख्वाह मिल रही है, पढ़ के नौकरी मिल जाएगी. Why I should innovate? बहुत recently हमको पता लगा कि innovation करना चाहिए. There was a time during COVID, right? Everything is stopped. Whether it is business or working, everything is stopped. और उसका काम आया. आज तक लोग पूरे पड़े हैं जिन्होंने कुछ भी इनोवेशन नहीं किया. There are still the business which are being or kept extended till being.
ठीक है अंशुल भाई.
Because they are not trying to innovate. So, first advantage and first reason to innovate is that it creates adaptability.
ठीक है.
आप innovate करेंगे, आप चीजों को अडॉप्ट करने.
तेरा हाँ ठीक.
मोबाइल कितनी कंपनियां बनाती हैं?
सीधा हुआ.
50 सैकड़ों
हो गया ना. ठीक अंशुल भाई सीधा हो गया.
एप्पल का मोबाइल बहुत अच्छा
सही है ना.
राइट.
ठीक है.
Because they have put some features which others don't have. So being a leader in business, being a leader of the product, there should always be an innovation attached to it. Keep on going to add some innovations through specific features or something, you will be ahead in the market and be a leader in the market. Whether it is a technological growth or personal growth, we should do innovation. That is, innovation fosters growth, whether it is financial or company or anything. Dr. Dwivedi also talked about the barriers why people are not innovating. few barriers there. पहला तो ये कि हम क्यों innovate करें जब हमारा काम चल रहा है. People are not so curious about doing an innovation. थोड़ा सा डिस्टर्ब कर रहा है. Thank you. So people are resistant to change. Why should we innovate? That's why we are not innovating. हम अपने स्टेटस पे बड़ा कंफर्टेबल रहते हैं कि जैसे यहाँ चल रहा है. जैसे इनोवेशन का दिमाग में आएगा तो कुछ न कुछ ट्रबल स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. दूसरा, ये बहुत आसान एग्जाम्पल बना है कि माइक्रोसॉफ्ट में हमारे विंडोज 95 बना था तो 9 के 9 इंजीनियर हिंदुस्तानी थे. क्यों थे ये किसी ने नहीं सोचा. हमने कभी उनको ऐसी फैसिलिटी दी है. भाई हम देते तो बैग को कोई बाहर जाता. Why not people have from USA come to India? So there is always a limited access to talent and expertise which is not there. और टैलेंट और एक्सपर्टाइज जब भी आप इनोवेशन करेंगे तो ये बहुत आवश्यक है. देयर शुड बी एक्सेस. मान लीजिए XYZ या मैं ही समझ लीजिए आप लोगों से कहता हूँ कि मैं इनोवेशन करूँगा लेकिन मुझे मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग नहीं आती. मुझे किसी के पास भी आना पड़ेगा. रोबोट तो अकेले में नहीं बना सकता. उसमें इलेक्ट्रिकल टेक्निकल कंप्यूटर साइंस सॉफ्टवेयर हार्डवेयर नट बोल्ट सब तो चाहिए उसको. अकेला इंसान तो नहीं बना सकता. You will have to collaborate. I have to go to some expert who knows which I don't know. But there is always a restriction whether I can get in this organization or not. Even if it is there, whether I can go and talk to him and use his expertise. So that is another barrier which comes to mind. Third is money. I've just now told you that we should innovate keeping our future, which is be uncertain, in mind. And that requires money as well as resources other than funding. बहुत सारे ऐसे innovations प्रूव है जिसमें पैसे की आवश्यकता है लोगों का. And if you go on doing a survey like this, you will find many people who have done such efforts. तीसरा है lack of clarity in life. Innovation करने के पहले गोल बनाना चाहिए. ये करना है, ऐसे होगा, मेथोडोलॉजी होगी, यहाँ से पैसा आएगा, ये टाइमलाइन है. And that should be a real timeline. ऐसी टाइमलाइन नहीं हो जो कि अनरियलिस्टिक. अरे एक हफ्ते में करके निकाल देंगे क्या बात है. वो यहाँ हमारे दोस्त हैं हमारे यहाँ ये पैसा देंगे. नॉट लाइक दैट. एकदम सैट सोची समझी रणनीति के तहत आपको ये पैसा कहाँ से आएगा, एक्सपर्टाइज कहाँ से आएगा, सामान कहाँ से आएगा, क्या करेंगे हम और कितने सामान करेंगे. So these are some 5 or 6 barriers which one should cross. And if everything is like that, let us see how to innovate. आसान तरीका. किसी का आइडिया चुरा लीजिए फटाफट इनोवेशन. क्योंकि आप नहीं करोगे तो आप फिर वही काम करते रह जाओगे और पड़ा रहेगा. चुराने का मतलब ये नहीं कि आप उसका आइडिया चुरा के उसी में लगाइए. उसका आइडिया चुरा के अपने किसी नए बिजनेस में. जैसे हेनरी फोर्ड का नाम तो सुना होगा. मीट की दुकान पर बैठे थे, देख रहे थे कैसे वो रख करके फटाफट पैकिंग कैसे करता है, उस लाइन को उन्होंने अपनी कंपनी में लगाया. That is, he redesigned his assembly line using that process. That is what is stealing of an idea, right? So that is one method of starting an innovation, that if you find something is good and that particular idea can be applied to your business, your work, and be useful, this is also there. It saves your time, your money, gives you more profit, and peace of life. Let's see some other method. That is one of the best method of doing innovation. There are users, there are customers in any business, any organization, even in teaching, there are stakeholders. Consult them. आप उनको ऑब्जर्व करिए, उनसे पूछिए, उनको देखिए क्या करते हैं. पता नहीं है, आप लोग तो बहुत यंग हो. हम लोग जमाने में जब टूथपेस्ट आता था उससे बहुत छोटा सा शेप होता था, स्टिल लाइन. यस, तो उसको 2-3 बार करते थे. उसमें आलस में हो सकता है एक ही बार होता. किसी ने देखा होगा इसको, सोचा होगा इसका चीज बड़ा कर दो, टूथपेस्ट भी ज़्यादा खत्म होगा, बिक्री भी ज़्यादा होगी, और आदमी को आराम भी हो जाएगा. सो ऐसी चीज भी इनोवेशन कहलाती है. उससे बिजनेस भी बढ़ा, यूजर का कंफर्ट भी बढ़ा, एवरीथिंग. सो यू डू दैट, ऑब्जर्व द कस्टमर. अब देखते हो सामान कैसे ले जाते हैं, ट्रॉली कैसे. सो अगर नहीं आप ऑब्जर्व करते तो क्वेश्चनर बना लीजिए, उनके कमेंट्स लीजिए, उनसे पूछिए कैसे करना है, कैसे नहीं करना है. तो आप देखिए, आप सर्वे करते हैं, उसमें पूछते हैं डिफिकल्टीज एंड कंप्लेंट्स, उनकी एनालिसिस करिए, देखिए कैसा बिजनेस चल रहा है, नहीं चल रहा है, क्या करना चाहिए हमको, कहाँ खराबी है, कहाँ कमी. कंबाइन. ये कॉपिंग से थोड़ा अलग है, लेकिन है वही कुछ. आपका सामान बिक रहा है, उसके तेजी से बढ़ाना है. किसी और चीज के साथ कंबाइन करके क्या हो सकता है. एक प्रोडक्ट, क्योंकि आपने देखा होगा एक बड़ा प्रोडक्ट, एक छोटा सा प्रोडक्ट, दोनों 1 buy 1 get 1 फ्री वाला नहीं, उसी से मिलता है. जैसे पहले अगर आपको याद हो, सिर्फ सूटकेस और बक्सा हुआ पहिया जोड़ी उसमें. किसने जोड़ा? देखा होगा लोगों ने, तो उसको उठाने में दिक्कत होती है. 2 पहिए जोड़ी, 4 जुड़ गए, है ना. सो दैट इज इंग्लिश. ऐसे तो नहीं आया, कस्टमर्स को देख के, उनकी डिफिकल्टी देख के, बस. So that is how things are combined. The suitcase and wheel has been combined, and you have got it across the back, right? एक मिनट, ये बहुत अच्छी चीज है. बहुत से प्रोडक्ट बेकार होते हैं, उनको कोई नहीं यूज करता, उसको कंपनी से तुरंत हटा देना चाहिए. क्योंकि अगर वो पड़े रहेंगे, स्टैग्नेट होते रहेंगे, और आपका बिजनेस खराब होता रहेगा. जैसे आपका आजकल सबसे बड़ा ऑनलाइन स्टोर कौन सा है? अमेजॉन. अमेजॉन पहले क्या करता था? बुक स्टोर था. He has eliminated the bookstore. See, if you want to go ahead along with the things, तारीखों के साथ आप अपने को बदलते रहिए, तो innovation आता है. So that is another method of doing innovation. Try to seed. आपके पास स्टाफ तो हो गए, आप स्टाफ से पूछिए कि हम क्या करें कि हमारा बिजनेस ठीक हो जाए. This is because we are one of the stakeholders of your organization, or business, or anything. This I told you initially that the goal should be very clear. कैसे पैसा आएगा, कैसे क्या होगा, कैसे नहीं. और कुछ नहीं होता तो इस तरह का एक सेमिनार करिए, लेकिन उसमें सिर्फ अकेले मुझको मत बोलने दीजिए, सब लोगों को बोलने दीजिए कि क्या करो. ब्रेनस्टॉर्म. आपको उस वक्त तो लग सकता है कि बहुत बेवकूफ़ी का आइडियाज आ रहा है, लेकिन आप ध्यान से बैठोगे तो कई सारे ऐसे इनोवेटिव आइडियाज आपको मिल जाएंगे जिस पे आप काम कर सकते हैं. सो दैट इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट टेक्निक्स फॉर डूइंग इनोवेशन.
So what did sir mean by eliminate? What did sir mean by eliminate?
Going very back. मैंने आपसे कहा कि अमेज़न आजकल बहुत अच्छा ऑनलाइन स्टोर है. पहले आपको याद होगा क्या करता था, क्या करता था,
बुक स्टोर
बंद कर दिया ना उसने. तो यही है इनोवेशन, पुरानी चीज़ों को बंद करके नया काम करना चाहिए. ओके. नेक्स्ट इज पेटेंट्स. जितने इनोवेशंस हो रहे हैं, जितने पेटेंट्स हो रहे हैं, उनको ऑब्जर्व करिए. इसकी इंफॉर्मेशन आपको पेटेंट ऑफिस से मिल जाएगी. इसको आप ऑब्जर्व करिए एंड फाइंड आउट कैन आई डू समथिंग. ये पेटेंट जो हुआ और कॉपी में पड़ा हुआ है, वहाँ फाइलों में बंद है, इसमें हम कुछ कर दिए एंड इनोवेट समथिंग. थोड़ा सा मेहनत का काम. That's a very good idea. You go and examine the patents. आजकल तो हिंदुस्तान में बहुत सारे होने लगे, तो प्लीज ऑब्जर्व. बहुत सारी बात दूसरे को पेटेंट कराने भूल जाते हैं. हम टीचरों को ऐसे ये मिला है कि इतने पेटेंट को तो आपका अपॉइंटमेंट हो जाएगा. पर हमने कभी ये देखा कि सारे पेटेंट्स पर कोई पैसा कमा रहा होगा. दिखाने को हमारे बायोडाटा, पढ़ाने के बायोडाटा 12 पेज, 16 पेज. Have you ever thought of that? Can I change these patents to anything well for me? Right? So, anybody else can do it. Examine the patents, get it done. पहले भी मैंने कहा क्या है कि I cannot do anything alone, so please collaborate. Collaborate with the individual, collaborate with the group, collaborate with the organization, issue, company, or anything. And that is another method of doing collaboration. Minimize or maximize. अब अभी आपने गौर किया है कि किसी प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस एकदम कम कर दिया गया तो भी वो चल रहा है, और किसी प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस बहुत बढ़ा दिया गया तो भी वो चल रहा है. तो आप देखिए कि आप प्राइस बढ़ा के भी ज़्यादा अपना बिजनेस कर सकते हैं या प्राइस घटा के भी आप अपना बिजनेस कर सकते हैं. So that is another method of doing innovations. You can, depending upon your survey, your experience also, you can do it by minimizing or maximizing price. It is always better to be different sometimes. एक आदमी है, सब प्राइस, सब मार्केट, सब चल रहा है. हम जब ट्राई करते हैं ना कि हम जरा डिफरेंट हो जाए, कभी कभी ये काम कर सकता है. Another context for innovation. Ambalika can do it very easily. Contest करिए, जहाँ एक प्राइस अनाउंस करिए कि जो बेस्ट आइडिया आएगा उसको हम खरीदेंगे और इतना पैसा देंगे. use open innovation. Can anybody define what is open innovation?
It is basically thinking out of the box,
Yes.
which is unlimited, not limited by any.
कंपटीशन कराइए, थिंग्स को आउटसोर्स कर दीजिए, राइट? और उस कंपटीशन को वॉच करिए। मुझे जरूरी नहीं कि बस राइट उन्होंने जो आइडिया दिया वही सबसे अच्छा है। क्योंकि ऐसा भी होता है कि नीचे वाला ज़्यादा प्रॉफिटेबल हो सकता है, राइट? ये सब थोड़ा सा मेथड है, क्योंकि अगर आप कहिए कि मैं आपको बता दूं कि इनोवेशन कैसे किया जाएगा, तो मेरा उत्तर होगा नहीं, क्योंकि अगर मुझे ही आता हो तो मैं नहीं कर लेता, आपको क्यों बताता? जब तक कि करने की जरूरत नहीं होती। सो प्लीज डू इट, लेकिन वो चीज़ जरूर याद रखिएगा, जो भी इनोवेशन करना है फ्यूचर के लिए, आज उसका इस्तेमाल हो now, right? Thank you so much. Oh, just 1 minute. There is another method. Try TRIZ. This is the most. I hope anybody knows about TRIZ. TRIZ is a combined solution way of solving anything. ये डिफाइंड प्रोसेस है, पहले शायद ये probably it has been used by Soviet Union in particular. It is a very systematic method of solving problems, and people have used it, and many big companies have used it, and they have got very good success out of it. इसमें बहुत सारे टूल बॉक्स हैं जो डिजाइन करने के लिए रहते हैं। इसको आप विकिपीडिया और वैसे भी अवेलेबल है नेट पे, अगर आप चाहें तो आप कर सकते हैं। सबसे बड़ा यूजर इसका है सैमसंग, जिससे मिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर बाय यूजिंग TRIZ they have done the innovations by defining methods and other things. So you can also try it. इसमें $1,000 million or something there just by using TRIZ. दूसरा और एक मेथड अच्छा याद आ गया इसमें, गो बैक इन टाइम। बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो पुरानी हमने यूज़ करना बंद कर दिया, क्या उसको हम रिडिफाइन करके नया यूज़ कर सकते हैं? क्या हम रेडियो को ला सकते हैं? थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for these very new ideas which you have given us, sir. I just got an idea about innovation. Sir, just bear with me for 2 minutes, sir. After having heard you, I just got an idea about innovation. If you have to innovate a farming tool, you will go and ask the farmer what he needs. If you have to innovate aeroplane, you will go and ask the pilot what does he need. Sir, I think such renowned and such esteemed members of the scientific community, you must go and speak. You all must go and speak to people in the armed forces and the DRDO. Because what's happening there, sir, because I am from that organization, I've been there for 34 years, sir. They create something, they innovate something, and then they come and tell us, you need this. We may not need it, but they come and tell us that you need it, so you take it. In the last 20 years, sir, we have not yet been able to invent a good assault rifle. We are still working on the self-loading rifles, which was made in Europe, and AK-47s, which was made in Russia. As on date, sir, such a great scientific community and such a great nation like India, we have not yet been able to create one assault rifle, which is the basic and personal fighting weapon of the soldier, any policeman. Thank you, sir. Next in line is Dr. Rakesh Kumar, sir, from Indian Institute of Toxicology, Lucknow. Thank you, sir. A huge round of applause for Dr. Rakesh Kumar sir.
Hello. Thank you to Director and Organizing Committee to giving the opportunity to deliver a lecture on the quality assurance and the quality control in the test. From the morning we are listening about the innovation. After innovation, as Sir told, that will be for the future. But after future, what happens that one? It will come in the market and used for the public or the customer. So I think that you are very much needed the quality assurance for that one and control of that one. Suppose we are interested to get my blood tested to the pathology lab, and it's very difficult to come to know that either the result is correct or not. The total result is based on total treatment is based on your pathological result. So what are the things? We are going to purchase some things which is branded one. Why? Because the quality is maintained by that. Have you seen that Britannia biscuit? आपने जितने ब्रिटानिया बिस्किट देखे होंगे बाकी बिस्किट्स होंगे, ब्रिटानिया बिस्किट्स की जो क्वालिटी है और जो आप बेकिंग का वो देखेंगे कलर भी आपका ऑलमोस्ट एक ही होता है. That means whatever the products coming in the market, it needs of the quality control. But before quality control, there is a quality assurance. You are working in this organization, you are working or you are studying in this organization, so that management has the assurance for the students that we have the very good building, we have the very good laboratories, we have very good facility, and we have the different type of the examinations, maybe the VIVA-OC, practical examination and whatever. So in that will give the confidence to the students, yes, they can. Then when students are coming to your organization, you started to teach them, giving the opportunity to learn something, and then you started to evaluate them by doing the so many things like that, some monthly examinations, some half-yearly examination, and ultimately to the board examination or university examinations, and you are giving the certificates for that one. So the same thing is required in our day-to-day products, and whatever we are using that, and particularly that in the field of the food, or field of the any testing, mechanical testing or the software testing, whatever that is required the quality assurance and the quality control. So I would like to discuss about the quality assurance and quality control. Might be it is not related with the chemistry only, but in the testing, whenever it is going to be tested, it is required. So quality, what is the quality? Quality is as it applies to object, product, service and process, is defined as the degree to which a set of inherent characteristics of the object satisfy on the set of requirement. Whenever you are doing anything, there is some requirement. It should fulfill that one. So that is required from the raw material to the process and ultimately coming out as a product. You will have to see all the inherent properties or the properties which you are going to study, that one should meet out the standards. Quality control department is responsible of monitoring and ensuring that each stage of production is followed by all the necessary procedures for safe use of machine, and each product carrying out the production process complies with all the standards and specifications that have been defined so to ensure the quality. These activities focus on identifying defects in the actual product and produced. What is that one? When you are doing the quality control, certainly you are very much bothered about the quality in a continuous process. You have to control that, but it gives the scientific ideas to find out the defects and improving the products in the future. So the quality will be checked in 4 different stages: raw material analysis, in process sample analysis, finished product analysis, and stability studies. The 4 main responsibilities of quality control department is efficiency, safety, quality, and compliance. So quality assurance look at the process used to prevent defects, while quality control is a focus especially on the measurement and analysis process involved with determining the product quality. Quality control uses specific research tool to accomplish fact-finding process and conduct analysis. QC efforts are more inclined towards the testing parts of the product once they are ready. Means you have done everything, and after that product is coming to outside and you will have to check the quality. So quality control is a continuous process. So example of possible reason for the rejection. Number of things are produced in our country and they are going to reject it either in India or in the abroad when we are exporting something. What are the reasons? These reasons are the improper labeling, maybe that you are putting something and labeling is not proper. Hygienic condition, missing documents, adulteration, bacterial contamination, pesticide residue, veterinary drug residue, mycotoxin, heavy metals, and packaging. Why I have taken that one? Because I am man of chemistry. I am the looking after the food, water, and air. So I am giving the example of the food and other thing. It does not mean it is applicable only for this one. It may be applicable in all the field of products which are going to be used by the human being. So what happened? These are the things that analytical, who will be involved in this one? That is analytical chemist, biomedical chemist, production officer, quality control, who is producing the things. Then associate industry research scientist, lab chemist, material technologist, production chemist, chemical engineer, R&D director, research and development manager, safety environmental, and teacher. Why teacher? All of you are here because teacher is giving the basic knowledge, and from that you have to learn something. Sometimes happen that people are asking me that my child or my son is very weak in that subject. I am simply saying it is not the reason that your child or your son is weak in that subject. The weakness is in the teacher. Teacher will have to make the subject so interesting that children or the students may go anywhere to learn more. So to develop the interest is from the teachers. So why now it has come that one. The liberalization of economy and the globalization of the market have intensified international competition. This has brought particularly challenge to the companies in the developing country. In the developing country, we are in developing country, we are not knowing much. We are facing the problem. What happened? In the measurements and product certification, because there is no standards how to maintain the quality. So there is a international requirements, and WTO, World Trade Organization, recognizes this as a technical barrier to trade and establish a TBT agreement. The test result can only be mutually acceptable if there is a mechanism whereby the user has confidence in the technical competency of the laboratory and soundness of their measurements. They have given the one guideline, that is the ISO IC 17025. When you are going to the any pathological labs, you are looking after the NABL accreditation. This NABL is a organization in India who is giving the accreditation as per the ISO IC 17025, which is international standards which are going to be used by the testing and collection laboratory. There are a number of some of the pathology labs is also there. They are the standards. Unless until there is a rider, one cannot do anything. अगर टीचर डांटे ना तो बच्चे पढ़ाएगा. तो अगर there is a one standard which is ISO IC 17025 on the testing, and this is international, this is that one, it is general requirement for the competence of testing and calibration laboratories. Competence, how the competency can be checked? Only by seeing the competency of a person when when the facilities are available, they are getting the proper training and proper guidance in that one. So it is not possible to get the guidance from the any one person. There is one standard which is available, that is ISO IC 17025. So by following that one can do the better in the quality as well as the quality control. It is the international picture where you see that whole of the world is surrounded by ILAC. ILAC is nothing, it is an International Laboratory Accreditation Corporation. And in that one there is so many one, the APLAC is here. Do you have any pointer? Okay, no problem. Just you see. This is that APLAC, that is the Asia Pacific Laboratory Accreditation Corporation. Means ILAC, under ILAC there is a APLAC is working, and in APLAC there is a NABL is working there. So by that NABL is looking after the different laboratory as a third party, looking after the third party and finding the facts in the laboratory where the testing or the calibration or the medical pathological clinical study is going on. So whenever we are doing the quality checks, there is number of things which is going to affect. The major is the outside laboratory. Whenever we are collecting the samples, bringing to the laboratory, so selection, that is that your expert who is going to that one, from where you are collecting, what is the requirement of the parameter, how you are bringing to the laboratory, collection of sample handling and sample transfer from one place to another one. For example, the pathology is there. He is taking the samples in the morning and not putting in the fridge. He is going to here and there to collect the sample, and in the evening reaching to the pathology lab, the testing labs. So you can believe that the blood is giving the same result as it is going to be preserved immediately. So those points are very much necessary. I am just giving the example. There are so many things there. So quality is not an act, it's a habit. If you are doing that one, quality management system is a set of policies which are going to be covered, the ISO IC 17025. There is a guideline is there. You will have to say how you are doing that one. So set of the policies, process and procedure required for planning and execution, production, development or service in case of business area of organization to meet the customer requirement. Quality has two meanings: fitness for use and customer satisfaction, doing this right first time, and there is a minimum defects available there. Everyone made mistakes. If you are knowing everything, you are doing mistakes. आप कार चलाते हो, बहुत अच्छे कार चलाने वाले हो, फिर भी कभी कोई गलती हो जाती है, and that teaches you. कोई आदमी ये कहता है कि मैं तो कार बहुत बढ़िया चलाता हूँ, मैंने कहाँ चलाते हो? मैंने मैदान में. और एक आदमी से पूछा कि भाई तुम कार कहाँ चलाते हो? साहब अमीनाबाद भी चला लेता हूँ, नाका भी चला लेता हूँ और हैदराबाद भी चला लेता हूँ. तो you will give the preference to that person जिसने बहुत जगह पे धक्के खाए हैं. लोग पूछते हैं कि आपके पास कितना एक्सपीरियंस है? बोले एक्सपीरियंस से क्या मतलब? Experience means you have faced a lot of problems, and that problem faced by you is giving the experience. So that is the most important part, that you do that, and always. Then how to check the mistakes? Then quality assurance and quality control. Who is the person responsible for quality assurance? Can anybody can tell? In the family, mother or mother-in-law. And who is looking after the quality control? Is the housewife. Sometime I did the assessment of the different laboratories of the food and other one. The young chap about 25 or 30 years old ladies or the boys are saying that I am looking after the quality assurance. तो मेरे मुंह से निकला बिना बहू बने सास बन गए. Means why SAS is working as a quality assurance? Because she has experience in doing that one. She faced the problems and now she is giving the supervision to the housewife. So that is the main thing. And who is giving assurance? Mother-in-law, mother-in-law or mother, who can say that yes, my timing of this one, we are maintaining the food quality by purchasing the Amul milk, or whatever the product you are going to say that these are the things are going to be used, and we are using the only refined or the mustard oil, whatever. So assuring that one, and what quality control is checked by preparing the food by the housewife or the daughter, and you can say yes, we are maintaining, but quality control is daily. Quality assurance is once, but one will have to see that either that assurance is actually followed or not. So, quality assurance, quality control is the process oriented, quality control is the product oriented, defect prevention and defect identification. There is a assurance is the saying that we are trying to reduce the defect, but defect identification, quality control is a person who is defects is going to be identified by quality control personnel. Proactive approach and reactive approach. This is the managerial tool and this is the corrective tool. Everyone is responsible for the quality assurance, and specific team is responsible for the quality control. As the quality assurance, housewife, husband, grandfather, grandmother, everyone is responsible for the quality assurance. But quality control is responsible only to the ladies who are daily preparing the food. So this is that quality assurance is a preventive one. You have to prevent that there should be no mistakes, and quality control is the detection. You have to find out the mistakes if anything is there. Analytical toxicology. Why I am saying that one? Because I am the man of chemistry, so I always use that one. So what do you need? Strong chemistry background, analytical or analytic one. If you are mechanical, you have the strong background. Accuracy and attention to detail. Computer skill is required. Troubleshooting is required. Willingness to do the repeating work. You have the willingness to repeat and find out the exact and correct result. A strong stomach. What do you mean by strong stomach? To have the enough determination to do something unpleasant or dangerous. If you are doing something, if you are saying, "अरे भाई हुआ नहीं, अब छोड़ देते हैं," नहीं. You have to repeat it, and to find out the difference and what is the reason. It means one should apply the analytical mind in doing the work, and common sense of the there are a number of chemicals, about 4,000 million tons of chemicals are coming in the market, and they are going to be used in the different places and different way. So we'll have to find out the effects on the different. If you are talking about the food, number of pesticides, number of the fertilizer, number of some of the antibiotics are going to be used. So all are going to affect to the human being. So that should be checked before coming to the consumption to the human being. So the quantity is very less available. Maybe the PPT and PPT or PPT level, but we require to get it identified and quantified. So that is a part of the quality assurance. What is a part of the quality quality control? What is a part of quality assurance? They will provide the person having the experience in the analysis, having the equipment like LC-MSMS, GC-MSMS or ICP-MSMS, and having the accommodation and separate room for the doing the analysis. So all the things required from the quality assurance department. Quantitative examination is that one measurement should be both accurate and precise. It is the most important part if you are doing any testing. Maybe the mechanical or whatever, that you are precise. What is the meaning of precise? If you are repeating several times of same samples, your results should come very close to each other. And accurate means it should be very close to accurate. Does not mean the accurate. None of the results will come to the exact 100%. There will be always some of the value which you cannot achieve that one. And even if you are repeating the same thing, you cannot get the same result, and there is always uncertainty. So the uncertainty is very important part whenever you are doing the any analysis. And I say that repeating the test, anything once and twice, that covers about 2/3 part, and the 1/3 part from the equipment, from the environment, from the reagent and chemical and equipment, whatever you are using. So 2/3 is the very important part, which is from the repeating of that one of the same factor. Quality assurance. A quality assurance describes the overall measures that a laboratory uses to ensure the quality of its operation. What are the things? That is a quality system. You should write down everything. Suitable laboratory environment, educated, trained and skilled staff, training procedure and records, equipment suitability, maintained and calibrated. Quality control procedure, documented validation method, traceability of the things whatever you have having that. Checking and reporting procedure, preventive and corrective actions, proficiency testing. Proficiency testing means like a board examination or the university examination is a proficiency testing. If you are appearing in the any testing, you have to finally establish your competency by appearing in the PT participation. I will try to tell later on. But if you are going to outside after taking the examination, education from this institution, you will have to show your degree to the outsider or the interviewer who is taking the interview. Nobody will ask immediately the question. First, what is your qualification? Do you have any document for that one? Any certificate, any records? So you will have to show that. Then internal audit and review of procedure. When you are doing everything, there should be some person who is a quality assurance person. Do the audit. Either you are following the same thing or not. If you are not following, that means there is non-compliance. That non-compliance should be considered as an improvement point of view, and you do some correction and you will get success. Then complaint procedure, as I told by the Professor Misra, that if you are getting any feedback or any complaints, that will improve your system. So that complaints is very important. And requirement of reagent calibration and measuring standards, it all comes under the management. I have seen so many places where I could not get the competency of the person. When I come to know that region, there was no reference materials, there was no proper equipment, and they have not got any training, because one cannot be perfect unless until the management is giving the proper training on the particular topics. So quality assurance can be defined as a part of quality management system that focused on the providing confidence that quality requirement will be fulfilled. The confidence provided by the quality assurance is twofold: internally to the management and externally to the customer. If the quality assurance is there, internally आपको अंदर में सबको पता है कि हमारा assurance ये है, but customer is also interested to know the quality assurance, what are the procedure, and without visiting your laboratory, how they come to know? By seeing your quality system procedure, you have that. By your quality manual, by seeing that he or she can understand that quality assurance is going to maintain. Then government agency, regulatory and certified body all are required to see that quality assurance procedure and everything. And third party, that is that I told you one of that is NABL. That is the part is the quality control, quality, just you see that. Sorry. Yes, just you see that. Here is a quality system is outside sphere. Just you see that is just a minute. This is the quality system, and this quality system is covering the quality assurance and quality control. So quality assurance, quality control is going to be covered under the quality system. Quality assurance is an overall management plan to guarantee the integrity of data, that is the system, And quality control is series of analytical measurement used to assess the quality of the analytical data or the things. It is the quality control. Every time we say that whenever we are using the quality assurance, quality control, the meaning is that your results should be reliable by having the precision and accuracy and stability of test measurement. Once tested, it is not required to do the retesting because retesting causes too much money, too much consumption of time. And if you are following the quality assurance procedures, certainly your result will be the almost same with the measurement uncertainty which is already estimated by the staff. So there is a true value and there is a measured value. The known accepted value of the quantifiable property is a true value. The measured value is an individual one measured of a quantifiable property. Whenever the any chemist or any analyst or any person who is doing analysis, he may not get the same result, but all have the near to that true value. And maybe the 100 is there, I may getting the 98, someone is getting 97, and then is getting the 92. But it is almost constant. It does not mean sometimes you are getting 92, sometimes getting 98. Because it is the person and the method used to recover that one. So there is a two type of error. One is a systematic error, normally coming from the reference material, instruments, and in this case, this is the true value or that value is the baseline. It is always coming one direction. It will never come under both direction. But if you see the other one, that is a random error, and it is due to the sample matrix. Whatever the matrix you are using, preparing the shoes or the food or whatever. So value is always moving from the upper and lower one, and that is the reason we say that 2/3 measurement uncertainty comes from this type of the random error, and which is coming from the sample. So this is that whenever the true value is this one, and you are measuring this one, true value minus measured value is error. But since the true value is not known, one cannot find out the error. And in that case, if you are observing something, this is the measured value, and you are going to find out the measurement uncertainty. If I am going to find out measurement uncertainty, one side it is plus, one side minus. So it is a range, and in between the range, there is a true value. Always it should fall between the measurement uncertainty. If measurement uncertainty is not correct, certainly true value will fall left and right, and it is beyond the your measurement uncertainty. So factor influencing the quality of analytical one, that is the personnel, reagents, equipment, sensitivity of the equipment, and use of the appropriate some proper control. And after doing all these things, your documentation and your record. You have done everything, you have not properly recorded it, you have not followed the procedure, then certainly your result will not be repeated in the future. So these are the things. This is the personnel is there, then documentation is very important, then chemical and equipment is there, then traceability is there, and after traceability there is a selection of the methods. You will have to choose that which method you are following, because standard methods should be followed. If you are not following, if you are following that some published papers or whatever, you will have to validate that. I am giving a very simple example. Roti banana is required a verification. बच्ची आएगी अपने माँ के पास, कभी नहीं कहेगी भाई बनाओ. भारत का नक्शा, पाकिस्तान का नक्शा, बांग्लादेश बनता रहेगा. When it comes to the rounded one, precise and accurate, then she will start to serve on the dining table, saying that ये आपकी बेटी ने बनाया या आपकी बहन ने बनाया. But validation is a unknown process, or the process taken from somewhere. Preparation of pizza requires the validation. You will have to establish that how much tomato sauce, chili sauce, how much is required to bake, and ultimately it comes to the final stage, and you can follow the same thing. And when it is supposed to be correct one, when it is being consumed by the or eaten by the some of the other family members outside, and then they are appreciating that one, certainly this method will be adopted by the other one. So earlier when we are going to see the quality checks by using our sensory organs only, by nose, sometimes सरसों का तेल पहले लोग क्या करते थे, सूंघ के बताते थे ठीक है कि नहीं ठीक है. As we cannot do, because lot of adulteration, contamination is there. We have to go by using the some sophisticated equipments. Here, I have seen earlier मटर के दाने होते हैं ना, पता नहीं कैसे वो लोग ऐसे ऐसे करते थे, हाँ ये ठीक है या खराब है. Then hand touch, सरसों का दाना लेकर के उसको हाथ पे रगड़ते थे, उससे वो पता लगाते थे कि इसमें कितना ऑयल होगा, क्या होगा. Then tongue test by testing or by eyes. आज भी आप जब अगर ओपन मार्केट में जाओ, ब्रांडेड बदलो आप, तो आप गेहूं को उठाते हो, एक बार हाथ में ऐसे देखते हो, फिर दूसरे जगह उठा, फिर तीसरे जगह उठाते हो. When you are getting confirmed नहीं, इसमें कोई डिफेक्ट नहीं है, then you are purchasing that one. So it is required. All these organs are very important, but these organs has a very limitation. Man to man, person to person is going to change, and that's the reason that some of the sophisticated instrument, standard methods comes in the market. So this is the traceability is required. Whenever you are using any reference material or any equipment, that should be traceable. I just give you very simple example of traceability. हम लोग के ज़माने में जो लोग बुजुर्ग हैं, उनके ज़माने में शादियाँ होती थी, तो लड़के वाले घर आता तो सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन क्या होता था, आप कहाँ के रहने वाले, किस गांव के रहने वाले हो. जब उसकी ट्रेसेबिलिटी स्टेब्लिश हो जाती तो लड़के वाले से पूछता था, तब जाकर के मैरिज होती. In the same way, when the traceability question arises in the chemistry or anywhere, the weight box, which you are going to calibrate the weight box here, is traceable to the France one, which is international standard. This international standard is going to use for the calibration of the prototype standards, which is standard available in our NMI. And anybody can tell that where is the NMI in our country? This is NPL, National Physical Laboratory is NMI for all the standards which is required for that one, and all the standards are going to calibrated from the international one and having the some measurement uncertainty. So in this way, all the equipments and the standards should be calibrated from the top one. So this is the selection of method which I have already told you. These are the standard method. Quality control is a process that helps the company to make sure it creates quality products and that staff and management alike make minimal mistakes. This is the quality control. And quality control again saying that this is a consistent result and right result. Consistent with accuracy and precision should be maintained by that, and right result first time every time. Whenever it is going to repeat it, you will get the same result with the same range of measurement uncertainty. That result should be always falling between the range of uncertainty. So it is the market where we are going to see that, and only the sensory organs going to be used to find out the quality. But now it is required to be tested from the some of the anywhere laboratories to establish the quality control. Means value of all these parameters is needed. These are the quality control will come that when the sample is collected and coming to the test method measurements, that is that selection of method validation and staff training is required, and you require the environmental condition, equipment and traceability. Ultimately report will come. Before report coming, you will have to ensure that our quality control is in such a way that whatever the result will come, we support that one is the correct one and giving the precise, accurate and the right result. So quality assurance is two types: internal quality control and external quality control. Internal quality control means continuous to do monitoring the daily precision and accuracy of the methodology, personal and equipment. आपके यहाँ internal quality checks कैसे होता है? By taking the examinations monthly and practical examination is there, viva voce is there, asking the question. You are doing the quality control on the daily basis. That is the internal quality control. External quality control by asking you to appear in the board examination or the university examination to give the certificates. So it is the continuous process. It is the In this case, you will get a certificate, but this practice is very much needed to come to the final one, external quality control. Then for getting the confidence, you are doing the repeatability and retesting recovery. बच्चा घर में बैठा होता, बार बार लिखता है, बार बार देखता है, आप प्रैक्टिकल करते हो तो प्रैक्टिकल में आप 2-3 बार करके देखते हो उसकी मीन वैल्यू क्या आ रही है. Then there is a home examination. Same paper is given to the different one in the same section, that is called the intra laboratory comparison. आपस में कितना उन लोगों के है. Then they are going to appear with the different section of the same class, and you are going to compare with the other students not in the class one, and ultimately the board one, that is the PT one, board examination, PT participation, the sample provided by the sum of the laboratory, which are going to be tested by different laboratory, and there will be the comparison between the reference value which the PT provider has and the lab value minus PT value or reference value divided by standard deviation, the Z score, that is the zero score. It should be below 2 or equal to 2, not more than that 2. If more than 2, there will be the questionable, and if it is more than 3, then that is saying that the laboratory is incompetent. So again, precision accuracy is required. I have shown the same thing, that daughter started to prepare the so many very small the chapatis, and ultimately it comes to the by practice to the precise and accurate one. How to achieve that one? Knowledge gained by guru, practice and patience, getting confidence and self through the IQC, internal quality check, appearing in some examination and challenge, that is the PT participation. Quality control refers to the process of detecting the analytical error within the lab to ensure both the reliability and accuracy of the test result in order to provide the best possible patient care. We are very much concerned about the patient, because if the value is correct, certainly one should get the proper treatment. I say that if the pathology result says your value is slightly above the permissible limit, please recheck that, then you start to take the medicine. Do not believe on the one result, because maybe some reason it is given the wrong result. So stage of equal, that is the acceptable quality level, how you have the sample plan. You determine the equal parameter, what are going to be set, then you have fix up the criteria and select the proper methods and inspect that and do the analysis, and then find out the error or whatever the result you needed. So validation test method, different user use that one. Validation of test result needs the meaning with the procedure, plan and acceptance. When you are doing the quality control, you have the procedure, what you are going to follow. What is the plan, when you are going to do that, and how much sample you are going to do that, and what is the acceptance criteria. If your acceptance criteria is fixed, it is within that one, it's okay. Otherwise, you will have to find out the mistakes either in your one or the sample. So use reference material or the quality control material. Whenever you are doing, how to check that you are doing correct? There should be some reference material, quality control. Suppose the blood sample is going to be tested by the laboratory. If they are getting, if I are putting the control sample and the result of quality control sample is coming correct and your result is not correct, then it's okay. Otherwise, how you will get the confidence in the method as well as the equipment. So that is the only way by that you can say that your result is acceptable. These are the reference material, which also I am not going to discuss all these. Quality control material means it is a material coming from the PT providers or whatever, they have the values for that one. The pathology lab having the values for that one, and they are using the same one and getting the result almost near to that value given with the measurement uncertainty result. How you can say that you should come, and the sample of the human being is tested, and if the result is coming whatsoever, it is supposed to be the correct one. So these are the, I am not going to ask. Laboratory has a number of, there is a question arises, use alternate instrument. Laboratory has a different number of instruments, but they are not going to check that either all are giving the same result or not. Why the alternate is going to be used? Because the workload as alternate one, so that in failure of the one, work should be not hampered and use the alternate one. आपके घर में कुकर होगा, एक की जगह दो कुकर, फिर तीन कुकर. बाई द वे किसी तरह से अगर आपके पास काम ज़्यादा आता है तो you are using another कुकर, अदर का कुकर आप खराब हो दूसरा यूज कर सकते हो. So that is the reason we'll have to check that alternate equipment use करके हमारे रिजल्ट में कितना फर्क आता है. Then these are the functional check of the measuring testing equipment. There is a sometimes the protein is going to be estimated in the food. So what happens in the protein after digestion? Nitrogen protein having the nitrogen going to convert into the ammonia. Ammonia is going to be after condensation it is going to be get dissolved in the some of the acids and then it is going to estimate it. But if you want to see that ammonia निकल के बाहर तो नहीं चला गया, then you require some chemicals which is going to be used to check the leakage in that one, and that is the functional check of equipment. And these are the some of the that is that ferrous ammonium sulfate, and here is the some of the chemicals which are going to be used for the efficiency of the equipment. So you check on working standard for that one, and when you are using the working standard, the control samples, you have to prepare this is the control chart. Every day, every chemist is doing that one and getting this weight. So this is the upper limit, this is the lower limit. Whenever it is coming within that one, when it is coming within that one, it is quality control. Otherwise, if it is going beyond that one, upper and lower, certainly one will have to see that there is a problem in the doing the analysis. So intermediate checks of the instrument. If you are using the instrument for the different purpose, 5 minutes. No, 5 minutes. Intermediate checks, then you will have to do the retesting. And जैसे आपके पास ये सैंपल आपका है ग्लूकोमीटर, अभी आपकी वैल्यू अगर ज़्यादा आ जाए तो क्या करोगे आप? दूसरे का ब्लड टेस्ट करके देखोगे. अगर उनका भी ज़्यादा आ रहा है तो इसका मतलब इंस्ट्रूमेंट खराब है, और अगर नहीं उनका कम आ रहा है बराबर आ रहा है आपका गलत है, इसका मतलब यू हैव टू गो फॉर द कंसल्टिंग डॉक्टर. So replicate testing. I have told you that you can repeat it the one sample at least 3 times to find out the standard deviation. आपको मैंने बताया कि गेहूँ आप उठाते हो देखने के लिए तो आप 3-4 जगह से उठाते हो to find out it is correct or not. So you will have to do the replicate analysis for the procedure and retesting of the calibration of the retained sample. आपके पहले का रिजल्ट से आज का रिजल्ट दोबारा करने के बाद मिलना चाहिए. Is confirming the accuracy of the result. Review of reported results. Whatsoever your report has been submitted, it should be reviewed. जैसे आपका इनकम टैक्स का जो आप जमा करते हो उसमें 2% या 5% ही निकाला जाता है. अगर ऐसी फैसिलिटी होगी तो केमिस्ट और द लेबोरेटरी पर्सन विल बी वेरी अलर्ट कि अगर मैंने कुछ गलत दे दिया कल वो पकड़े गए तो क्या होगा. So that is very much needed. In that case, you will have to do the reverse order of the checking that one from the report to the sample collection. So इंटर लेबोरेटरी एक ही सैंपल को आपके लैब में 4-5 लोग काम करते हैं तो वही सैंपल सबको दे करके आप टेस्ट करके देखिए, क्योंकि एक आदमी तो कॉम्पिटेंट हो सकता है बाकी नहीं होगा. To establish the competency of all that, you have to give the same sample to the other one and getting the result and find out where is the variance. So blind sample. What happened that chemist or analyst or the laboratory person are very clever to do the sample receipt from quality assurance. If you are the sample quality assurance person is giving the sample without telling that is given by me, it is given through the chain with the same code. One will have to check that either he is very much bothered about the sample provided by quality assurance or the customer samples. So it is required that a blind sample. There is a single blind, a double blind. If the single blind, the person is knowing where I am giving. If the double blind, there is no awareness between the chemist as well as the person who is giving that one. Anytime it may reach to the chemist and get it analyzed. So external quality control is the monitoring by the PT and internal laboratory. If it is not available, the sample provided prepared by me will be given different laboratories. And results are coming to me and will compare with the mean value and the laboratory values and standard deviation, it will get that. So, keys to successful quality control: adequate trained and interested and committed staff, common sense use the practical procedure, willingness to admit and rectify mistakes. It's very important. गलती मानोगे नहीं और गलती करोगे तो नहीं होगा. So गलती मानना और गलती को रिमूव करना. Effective communication, proper communication होना चाहिए आपस में. Up to the quality assurance person. Then some widespread mistakes that analytical chemistry is just a tool. You just apply it. Everybody can measure. No specific knowledge needed. It is the misconception. आपको equipment दे दिया आप कर लोगे नहीं. You require the proper training, proper equipment, proper calibration, everything. So it is a team effort, not the single one. Without laboratory quality systems, too many mistakes can make analysis very costly due to the expensive use of the wrong decision, repeating analysis of the sample, investigation of the problem, revision of the procedure, and loss of good reputation. So prevention is better than cure. And this is again I am saying that housewife and the chemist both have the solution. Housewives are all the solution of the problems and chemists have the solution of all the that one.
OBC is currently
I don't think that all of you are like that. Not like that. I think you people are like this one listening by one. Any question in mind you can ask or you can ask.
OBC is a
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rakesh sir. That was a very invigorating speech you gave, very enlightening. Two things I am going to take home along with me was your examples you gave of quality assurance and quality control. And the second one is that सांस बनने के लिए बहुत होना जरूरी है. Allow me to invite Dr. Gyan Prakash Singh. I hope I mentioned your name correctly, sir. The last time it was a big snafu which Dr. Gyan Prakash Singh, sir. He is a professor at BHU. Please welcome him.